Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I am going to be sharing with you a tutorial on these bad to the bone Halloween nails. So since we are literally a few weeks away from Halloween, I thought it was time to start getting a little bit spooky and a little bit more dark and dreary, but I didn't want to do full Halloween nails yet because I am working on something really special for you guys at the moment. So I decided to go ahead with these really cool smoke nails and bling them up and do a little bit of netting and encapsulate the nails. So if you're interested in a tutorial for these nails, then just keep on watching. So peeps, before we jump into today's tutorial, here is all of the products I used for today's look. I did go ahead and make my own nail tips today using CND Brisa gel and some nail guards. For the nail art and today's nails, I will be using Gelish foundation, their structure gel and top it off, a black gel polish by Kiki London, a glitter by Glitter Stella. I will be using a couple of nail art brushes, some pure gold foil, some black netting. I will also be using some Bling Gel, the Hazel, Dixon and Akentz Swarovski pack, some little acrylic flowers that I made myself, and that's pretty much it guys. So let's jump into today's tutorial. So guys, as I mentioned previously, I did make my own nail tips today, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply them to the nail over the top of some nail guards, so I could go ahead and pop these nails off once I'm finished. So I just firmly hold them down until they attach to the nail, and this is what the nail looks like once I have applied all of the nails. And always guys, if you're interested in anything that I do in my videos and I haven't showed it in detail, please let me know in the comment section below and I could do a separate video to show you how I make my own nail tips. So moving on, we are starting with the middle finger, and I'm first going to be working with this Gelish structure gel and using this as my nail bed shade. So as you guys are probably more than aware by this point, I absolutely love using this structure gel as my nail bed colour. It's super chic and really pretty and I absolutely adore it. So what I do is just tidy that up with my gel brush until I'm happy with my smile line. Then I pop that into my LED light for a full cure, and then I go ahead and just add more layers until I'm happy with the opacity. I usually find 2 to 3 is absolutely perfect, and it's a great way to add a little bit of colour to your nail bed area without needing to worry about filing it into shape or all that good stuff. You merely use your brush and fix it before popping it into the light, and then it will not go anywhere. That is the great thing about LED, right? So now that I'm happy with my nail bed, I am now going to go in and start working on the smoke nail. So I first start by outlining that nail. Again, ignore that, I really didn't need it because I changed my mind halfway through, but I just wanted to add a really black start to the smoke nail and then slowly progress going into a clear nail. So I started by outlining my smile line and then slowly dragging that gel polish slightly down onto the clear tip. So basically at this point guys, I just faffed around with this area. I really wanted to give it a proper illusion of super opaque at the top where the nail bed meets the clear tip, and also just bring it down so it had that illusion of the smoke nail. So using my gel brush, I dispersed that gel so it was a little bit more translucent as it went down. I then took my black gel polish and just used the brush, added a little bit more gel, and then I used a tiny detail brush to add the squiggles going down the nail for the appearance of the smoke. This was super easy to do and it's really beginner friendly, but it does take a little bit of faffing around so you get the illusion to look right. So you really want it to be super opaque and then kind of go down into a smoky illusion. I absolutely love how it turned out, and again, just keep trying, keep faffing around with it and you guys will get it as well. It's super simple, and when I saw lots of people do smoke nails, I was like, oh, I'd never be able to do that. But again, it was super easy to do, and just give it a try. So now we move on to the pointer finger, but off camera I just want to mention that I went ahead and did a full smoke nail on the pinky as well. I just left out the cover pink and just did a full black nail and then added the smoke effect at the bottom. So as I mentioned, we are now on to the pointer finger. I first add a layer of Kiki London black gel polish to the whole nail, and then onto the wet nail I'm going in with some of this Glitter Stella Black Magic, which is from her Halloween collection. I'm sprinkling this over the wet gel and then curing it for double time to make sure the light penetrates all of that glitter. And now we move on to my absolute favourite finger of them all. I start with adding a little bit of covered pink. I'm not doing a nail bed or anything like that. I just merely want a little bit of contrast between the clear tip and my natural nail. So I covered it up with some cover gel, and I'm now going to go ahead and bling out this nail. So for that, I will be using some of this Hazel, Dixon and Akentz nail art pack. This one is called Vert. I will be using some little acrylic flowers that I made myself, and also some black netting and gold foil. So I'm going in first with a layer of this Brisa, clear gel by CND, and I'm just adding a really tiny layer, a super thin layer of this to the bottom half of that nail and slightly up into where I added that covered pink. And this is what I'm going to attach my netting to. So I've cut out a tiny square piece of this black netting that I got from Galaxy Nails, and I use a little plastic bag to attach it to the nail, and I just basically try my hardest to hold on to it as hard as I can, so none of that gel, none of that net lifts. So I hold on to it while it's in the light, and then when I've left it for about 15 seconds, I take the bag off and then cure it properly. So this is what my nails look like so far. So my next part is to go ahead and add more of that Brisa gel. I really don't want too much of it at the moment. I just want enough that I have a sticky layer to add all my bits and bobs to. So I first go in with more of that black magic glitter, and I add this to where the covered pink and the net meets the clear tip, if that makes any sense. So I want to cover that area up, so I added some of that black magic to there, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some gold foil going down the rest of the nail. And just like with the glitter, I used a tiny little amount of that Brisa gel just to attach that foil. And again, that just means when I've cured it, it isn't going to go anywhere when I come to encapsulate the rest of the nail. So I amn't chasing any foil about, which, as you know, could be an absolute nightmare. So when I'm happy with the placement of my foil, I fully cure that nail, and now I go in to encapsulate it. So I'm using, again, the CND Brisa gel. I first add a bead to the middle of the nail where the stress area is, and then I basically work it down the nail, twist my finger around, and then slowly work it up so I have a nice even layer at the top, and then the rest goes down the nail, and I build the apex as well. Then once again, I turn my hand upside down to allow gravity to form the perfect apex, and then I pop that into my light for a full 60 seconds. And finally, guys, here is what my nails look like once I have filed and buffed all of the surface, and I did go ahead and add a little bit of foil to the pinky nail to bring it in line with the rest of the design. So now that we have filed and buffed the nails, I'm now going in to bling these babies up, which is my ultimate favourite part of any nail design. I'm using some decor gel to attach these little acrylic flowers that I made using nail moulds and some Nails black acrylic powder. So I'm doing first a little sort of cluster of roses. I start with the biggest and then put the smaller ones beside it, and then I put the tiny little leaves underneath it. I don't want to cover too much of my netting design, but it did cover a fair whack, but I wanted still a little bit of it to be seen through. And then once I was happy with that hand, I went ahead and flash cured that for 15 seconds so everything stuck in place while I continued to bling the rest of the nails. And now for the pointer finger, I am doing a crystal cluster using the Akentz and Hazel Dixon pack from Crystal Parade, I believe. This is the Vert pack, which has some of these really cool square clear crystals, some pointed back AB and some pointed back in, I think it may be golden shadow. But anyway, I add them to the nail, cure that for about 15 seconds so it stays in place, add some more of the decor gel and Topcoat, and that's what I do to add the rest of the tiny crystals and the flatbacks to the remainder of the nail. And I kind of just played around with those crystals, and then when I was happy with their position, I popped them into my LED light for a full cure to make sure none of those moved anywhere. So, to bling up the middle finger, I first start by adding a dollop of my decor gel, then adding my top coat, then I put the little charm on top of that, and that is how I love to attach my crystals to my nails. I've never had any pop off, and I'm absolutely sure it's a perfect way to do it, guys. So I just add my tiny little charm onto the middle of that, bang smack right in the middle where those two colours meet, and it's a gorgeous little charm and really brought that design completely together. I loved it. And as I said, I added some more crystals to the cuticle area from the Vert pack, and then I popped that into my LED light for a full cure. So as you can see, guys, my last and final step for this design is to go ahead and take my Gelish, top it off, and top coat all of these nails for a super glossy finish and to bring this look to life. And then once again, I go ahead and pop that for the last time into my LED light for 60 seconds just to make sure that light has penetrated the gel underneath all of that bling.
I missed you. You remember me, right? I'm not only there at night.
And then as always, guys, my last and final step is to go ahead and wash and sanitize my hands, and I'm now going to finish this look by adding some cuticle oil to my nails for a little bit of added moisture. I really work that into my skin and cuticles, and that is this design complete. And finally, guys, this is what my design looked like once everything was complete, and I must admit I am absolutely in love with how this design turned out. I know when it comes to Halloween nails, they're not really out there, but they do have that little bit of badassery about them that they can completely pass for some badass witchy nails or something like that. Let me know what you guys thought of this design in the comment section below. As always, I love talking to you guys and hearing your inputs and all of that good stuff. So guys, that's us finally reached the end of today's video, and I really hope you enjoyed my take on these badass smoke nails. I am so in love with them, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would totally appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Kylie. I am a complete nail polish addict, and on this channel you will find everything from nail art to swatches, reviews and the occasional haul. So if that's something that piques your interest, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to click that notifications bell. I promise I am awesome and you will love me. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.